Good day. Welcome to the Red Chair Reviews. I am Fred. Hello. I wanted to join on this kind of trend of talking about the top 10 most valuable records in our collection according to Discogs. First, let me say we're using the median value, so it's right in the middle. It's not the high or the low. I know that it can be a little skewed, so we figured the median would give us the best and most accurate assessment. Number two, box sets are excluded. These are just single vinyl. So we have some box sets that would be up near the top of the list, but we excluded those. So these are just kind of single records, and that's, I mean, it could be 2 LP, but it's a single vinyl release kind of thing. And number three, the one that I hear the most is, oh man, who cares about the value? It's about the music. You're 100% right. And I always joke with Erin D, my wife, we always joke like it's actually worth $0 because we're not going to sell any of these. They come here into our collection to die with us. So, we have these and we're very happy to have them according to Discogs. Now this is as of June 6th, 2025. These values could change by the time you see this if it's months or years later. But these are the top 10 according to the list. So, love these records. Let's dig into it and see what is in here. Starting with an honorable mention, this would be number 11 on the list, but I just think it's a really cool record. It's the band Guns N' Roses album cover from the original release that they did. They got some crap from the label, but this is their probably most well-known record, Appetite for Destruction, and it's just a cool pressing to have. We have 3 pressings of Appetite. One's original, one is an original club pressing, and then there's this one, which is the naughty one that was banned. This one, according to Discogs, the median value is $303.41. So there you go. But this is a great record and just a really cool cover, and I can understand why it wasn't released then. It was just a little too racy for the time. Starting off at number 10, this is a release by a very well-known artist from the 90s. He's come under some scrutiny over the years. However, you'll see he shows up here and there on our list. Our number 10 record is Mechanical Animals by Marilyn Manson. This album, the cover was kind of controversial at the time. I really dig this. It's kind of a trippy, it's got a little glam influence. I think this is Marilyn Manson spreading his wings, showing it wasn't just all about aggression and metal. But this is a really good record. It's the number 10 in our collection. It is worth $313.32. $313.32. So that's Marilyn Manson's Mechanical Animals. Coming in at number 9, this is an unknown release by this band for the most part. It was panned by critics, but we really like it, and it's our favorite record by the Scorpions. This is Humanity Hour 1. This release is one of the more modern on this list, 2007. This was re-released on gold vinyl recently, but it hasn't really changed the value of the original. Just weren't a lot of copies of this made, and so we wanted to get it because this is just a great record. If you like kind of grungy music, this is the Scorpions trying grunge, and their fans did not like it, but it made me a fan of the Scorpions. So Humanity Hour 1 is worth $321.22 according to the median value on Discogs. That is Scorpions Humanity Hour 1. At number 8, we have a release from a Seattle supergroup. I joked about this earlier in the week, that I had this record stuffed in a sock drawer for years when I didn't really have a collection. I just had this album laying around. And that is Mad Season's release, Above. This just got a re-release and some white and black vinyl and a really cool velvet cover. However, this is the OG pressing of this record. Has some people from Pearl Jam, has one of the guys from Screaming Trees, and of course Lane Staley of Alice in Chains fame. This is, in my opinion, the greatest supergroup album of all time. I love this record, and it is highly sought after. The value of this, actually, the median value is $341.77 according to Discogs, but very little damage on this, even though it wasn't a sock drawer, so happy to be lucky. At number 7, Don't Call Them Grunge, according to Mr. Corgan, we have Smashing Pumpkins' Machina, the Machines of God. I used to say Machina, but I heard him say Machina in his interview, and I figured Billy Corgan knows how he wants this album said. So Machina by Smashing Pumpkins. This is our number 7 record. It is worth $345 median value on, and it has Stand Inside Your Love, which is a top 3 Smashing Pumpkins song for me. Love that track. If you've never heard it, do yourself a favor, go out of your way to check it out. It's great. Next, we have the master of all sorts of genres, Beck. And this is his most valuable record. Not necessarily his best record, but one's hard to come by. It never got a re-release, and that is Beck's Midnight Vultures. We got this, I think, last year. We were kind of on a collecting Grail kick, And this is just a really strange, trippy record. Songs like Nicotine and Gravy, Milk and Honey. Those are some tracks that kind of sit on this. But this is a really quirky album in his discography and hard to find. According to Discogs, this one is worth $345.31. And it's in pretty good shape, which, once again, you're always happy if you have a hard to find record if it isn't all beat up. And this one looks pretty good. Number 5, this one may see a little decrease in value here soon because there's bound to be a 30th release of this album. All indications from the band are that's going to happen. But this is just an amazing record. If you've never heard this, it's Alice in Chains, self-titled. Lane Staley was in the throes of addiction here. It's the band winding down their time with him, unfortunately. But this is an original pressing, and it is highly sought after. But they are putting out a 30th anniversary release soon, so everyone will be able to get a hold of, hopefully, a copy of this record. So many great songs: Heaven Beside You, Grind, So Close, Nothing Song. Shame in You is my favorite on this record. But just sad, dark, muddy, but gorgeous. The self-titled, aka Tripod album by Alice in Chains. This is worth $356.82 according to Discogs. Number 4, our copy isn't in great shape, but there are probably no copies of this record in great shape. This band is over in the UK. It was sent out when it was ordered. There were only 300 copies available, and it was sent out in like mailers, like easy, like squishy mailers. And so these all got destroyed in shipment. So ours is a little jacked up, but from what I can tell, everyone's is a little jacked up. And that is Biffy Clyro, Mon the Biff, Lonely Revolutions. This is some B-sides to Only Revolutions. It's got some songs I really like. I like Paper Friend a lot. I like Little Soldiers. I like Eyelids. It's a cool record. And the funny thing about Biffy Clyro is they did these B-side records for a while, and they don't have them on Spotify or anything anymore. So the only way you can really hear these is if you have the CD or the record of it. But this is a really cool kind of like B-side collectible. Only 300 copies of this. This record is worth $389.61. Like I said, all of them have a little bit of wear on the corners and bends because they were shipped haphazardly, to say the least. It's almost time for the top 3, but I do want to do one honorable mention here very quickly because I think it's going to be worth a little more than what Discogs has it listed as. This is a test pressing of Rainier Fog by Alice in Chains, their most recent album, which came out in 2018. So it's been 7 years now since this album came out. According to Discogs, this album is worth $290. There's only 15 copies of this in the world, but we got ours signed by Jerry Cantrell when we met him a few years ago. And he was like, where'd you get that? Kind of did his Jerry Cantrell laugh that he does. But so I think even though it says it's worth $290, this probably is worth a little bit more because it's got the man's signature on it. And we don't play this copy because we have a couple copies of the actual album itself. But it is cool to have one of only 15 copies of such a limited release from probably Aaron's and my collectively our favorite band together. We love Alice in Chains. So there you go. On to the top 3. At number 3, we have our creepy shock rock friend Marilyn Manson making another appearance here. This is The Golden Age of Grotesque. Has not seen a re-release. Has 2 bonus tracks on this particular version. We have all the Marilyn Manson records that are actually official presses. I think Eat Me, Drink Me doesn't have an official LP press. There's a couple that we don't have because they never got officially released on vinyl. I don't know if they ever will, but this is the official release of The Golden Age of Grotesque. It is our number 3 most valuable record, and it is worth $405.39 according to Discogs. So there we go. Look creepy. Number 2, once again, it's your boy, Marilyn Manson. Bam. Antichrist Superstar. This pressing is an OG pressing, hard to find, and it is... we have 2 different versions of this record, but I know this is the more valuable of the 2. This was the introduction for a lot of people to Marilyn Manson. I'm not being a snob or anything, but my friend Johnny and I actually were really into Marilyn Manson, Portrait of an American Family, the first official record. We really got into that, Lunchbox and all those things. They're just a great record there. But so by the time the world was kind of catching on, I was kind of like, is he going mainstream? Whatever. This album is really good. And it's hard to find on vinyl and official pressing. There's lots of colored European pressings and stuff, not the real deal. This one is worth $475.99. That's our number 2 record, Antichrist Superstar by Marilyn Manson. And now it's time for number 1. But very quickly, please, if you like this video, I'm going to keep trying to make more content. Like, follow, subscribe. It's a lot easier to do this if you know people are watching. And so I'm going to keep doing it, but hopefully if you'll follow, like, share, comment below. Tell me, do you love any of these records? Do you have any that are, valuable on Discogs that you want to share with me that maybe I've never heard? I'm always willing to hear new music. So, without further ado, like, follow, subscribe. Here's the number 1 record according to Discogs. It is Alice in Chains' Jar of Flies. The original pressings of this are worth quite a bit of money, and we have a promo copy of this, and so we have some cool copies. But this is the most valuable copy because it is crazy fly-filled vinyl. This is a pretty recent press from the last couple of years. They only made 150 of these. They've been going crazy on eBay and Discogs for a long, long time. The flies kind of move around in there, but they're kind of disintegrating a little bit, which kind of sucks. Either way, this is a must-have if you are an ultimate collector of Alice in Chains. We had to get the Jar of Flies fly-filled vinyl, so we found it. The median sale, and I think there's only been one sale so far, is $1,150. We did not pay that much for it, but it was not cheap. And we had to have it. We missed a chance to get it when it went on sale. It was there and gone. We'd already bought all of our stuff from the repress. So, we were happy to get it. And right now, according to Discogs, that is our most valuable record. So there you go. That's what we have for you. Once again, I hope you're enjoying this content. I'm going to try to keep providing stuff throughout the summer because I'm a teacher and I am off. But that is our 10 most valuable records according to Discogs. What do you think, man? Anything there you really love and you want to hear? Please comment below, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.